Hey boo, hey, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Cree. Welcome to another video. You guys, it's been a minute. In today's video, I have some updates. Your girl's been shopping. I can't wait to share with you what I got. I'm so ready to get into it. So I did shop the Sephora sale. I know we had the Sephora sale that was the VIB sale, right? I shopped that and shared with you guys what I got from that. But your girl has since shopped again because we've had a couple of 20% off sales since then. And I want to share with you what I got. So if you guys are interested in seeing the things that I picked up, then sis, keep it locked right here. Let's get into it. I think I am going to just give you guys everything. Like, I've been catching so many good sales left and right on things that I have really been wanting or wanting to add back. So yeah, I mentioned this in another video, but you guys know I like to shop out of season. So a lot of times during these cold winter months, I like to shop for things that I'll be wearing in spring and summer. So that's kind of what I've been doing. There was so many sales from Black Friday. So I won't just be featuring my Sephora stuff. I'll be featuring other things as well. So I even got some grabs from like Amazon. So yeah, if you just want to see a haul of things that I have grabbed and plan to pull for in the upcoming months, next year, keep it locked right here. All right, so this first one is a surprising buy. I picked up a fragrance that I decluttered earlier this year, you guys. And I don't know, you may or may not be surprised by it, but I'll give you the background on why I decluttered it then and why it's back now. Is Ellis Brooklyn's Apple Love. All right, you guys remember? Maybe I'll put up a picture or something of when I decluttered this. But yeah, I decluttered this probably about 6 months ago. It's earlier in the year. I think I picked it up at the end of last year, around this time, right? So let me tell you, this Ellis Brooklyn fragrance is beautiful. I mean, gorgeous, guys. I think this, it has like an apple note. It's got some sugar, osmanthus. I think it also has like a peach note in it as well. This was a very nice fragrance. I felt like that even then. You could go back and check if you want to. Cluttered this fragrance, not because it wasn't beautiful, because it was gorgeous even then, and I am sure I mentioned in that video. However, I let go of it because this fragrance, along with some other Ellis Brooklyn fragrances as well, it just did not have the staying power. Not at all. It did not last. I felt like this performed at the time like a body spray. And I'm not going to hold you. The lasting power leaves a lot to be desired. It still does. However, I wanted this. I wanted it back in my collection. This is one of the probably first regrets I've ever had of decluttering, because y'all, I don't normally go backwards. Okay, once it's done, I'm one and done. Like, if I got it and I didn't love it and I get rid of it, I don't bring it back usually. But this, I really enjoyed this fragrance. And so Sephora had a sale, and then it went on sale. So I got the sale. I think it was on sale for like, what, $60? And I had 20% off on top of that. So to me, for that price, it was worth it, okay? Let me show you guys. I've only had this now for a couple months. Can you see? Do y'all see that? Baby, I'm all the way down here. Can't make this up. You can't make this up. Hey, I love this fragrance. I'm happy to have it back. I've been layering with it, using it with like my Dosier, the Cirque du Soleil dupe. Girl, just any and everything. Because we experience so much of the cold temperatures early in the Midwest, you guys, I have just been, lately, believe it or not, I have just been rocking a lot of my summer and spring scents. It's just the vibe that I'm in, because we get into gourmands and the vanillas of it all and caramels so early on in the year, like maybe late September, early October here. So by December, I'm over it. Like, I'm tired of it. So I mix them in here and there, but when I'm just around the house and I just want to catch a vibe and just take myself away to another place, I'll reach for my summer scent. So yeah, that's how I've been using it, y'all. It's just, I don't have to really be in a certain season at this point to enjoy a fragrance. I can pull for whatever, whenever. But that's Apple Love, you guys, from Ellis Brooklyn. One of many purchases. So we're going to move on. Guys, I picked up the Cirque du Soleil fragrance, you guys. I actually picked this up so I could do a comparison in the update video that I'm going to do for you. I'll have that coming up, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, I picked up the L'Eau de Parfum from Cirque du Soleil, and I've already been using it. I didn't bring it down. It's in my closet, guys, but I have the packaging here. But just look for an updated video on that. I'm going to bring you guys an update and a deep comparison. So yeah, pick that up though. I'm very happy to have that. I went ahead and got it in the travel size because I am considering picking up the fragrance, but I need to do a side by side and see how they compare and how they wear, because y'all already know how I get down. I will buy a dupe, but I also love to support the actual brand at least once. And I had my issues with the Dosier fragrance. So that's why I want to give you guys an update. It smells spot on though. Don't get it twisted. The smell is still there. It's just the Middle Eastern brands in general with the packaging, and somehow sometimes like I get a lot of leaky bottles, guys. I don't know if it's just me. Let me know in the comments if y'all have the same experience. I get a lot of leaky bottles, and I just don't care for the construction. It's like they cut corners on it. For some reason, it's never right, and I'm always leaking product and all that. And to me, that just takes away from the experience, and I would rather just get the real thing if I got to go through all of that. Anyway, we'll get to that in that video, but yeah, I picked that up as well. Guys, I also picked up Mochi Milk, you guys. I can't wait to tell y'all how I feel about this fragrance. We're not going to get into it here, but Mochi Milk is supposed to be like a marshmallowy, peachy, rice milk type of fragrance. Very unique. It's something I heard so much about, and I really want to get my nose on it, and I quite like it. I can't wait to tell you guys more about it. But yeah, I picked up Mochi Milk at the Sephora sale. I also decided to pick up another Kayali Vanilla 28. Shocker, right? So y'all know my Vanilla 28 got like a corner left in it, right? I went back and forth with if I was going to ever pick that up again or not. Y'all know I picked up a really good dupe earlier in the year, Elise Vanilla. I still stand by that, 10 toes down. I emptied that, and I was deciding if I wanted to pick it up or not. I made the decision that, first of all, Vanilla 28 has moved up on my list of staple vanillas in my collection. Nothing compares to this when it comes to layering for me. I just have a great appreciation for it, and even by itself, I just love the level of esteem, like high class by vanilla to me, and I just really love that. I love the level of sophistication that this vanilla gives. So yeah, I wanted to have this. This is one I want to always have in my collection. I'm gonna give y'all an updated top 10 for life soon too, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, I decided to go ahead and pick it back up. I know there are tons at this point of Vanilla 28 dupes on the market. I heard of Ishal and others. Y'all ain't got to tell me about it. I keep my ear to the streets, but I'm just saying, and I won't be picking them up. I'm just not interested. I don't care for the bottle look of Ishal. Y'all know how I feel about that. I told you. I'm kind of past the look of the Middle Eastern bottles. I'm just, if I want a dupe really bad, I'll get it. Come here, baby. Let me see. Where it hurt? Right here. Let me see. You okay? Don't cry. Now you see why mommy don't want you doing it? You better? Okay. All right. Okay. Where was I? Mommy duties. But yeah, I decided to pick this up. I'm not going to pick up any more of the Middle Eastern dupes of it. I don't think. I'm cool with having the real thing. The one that I had lasted me over a year, so I think I'm good with this. I want to always have this in my collection. So, Kayali Vanilla 28. I also picked up from the Sephora sale this new Freedom Musk Santal by Kayali. You guys, I told you about this. I went to the store in Sephora and tried this out for myself. I tried the whole line except Musk Matcha, because they didn't have that for me to try in store. It was the only one. So yeah, I tested this one out, and this was the one I decided to get. I didn't pick the whole line up because for me, I thought that was unnecessary. When I went in the store, this was the only one that I really was, you know, wanting to really, this is the only one that piqued my interest. So yeah, this has the notes of pink pepper, sweet freesia, salt lily, orange blossom, candied amber, and musk santal. And guys, I must say, I already said this before on my wall, but I will tell you, this to me is very reminiscent of Valaya. Anybody who says otherwise, I mean, okay. To me, it really is. Y'all know, I know Valaya DNA well. It's my mom's signature scent. I mean, goodness. I smell it so much. Like, literally, I told y'all I never picked up the fragrance because it's her signature scent, and I just can't. I attribute it to her now, so I just can't. But I know it, my God, just, I know it so well. I know it with my eyes closed, blindfolded. I could pick it out of a lineup easily. And with that said, this to me is very reminiscent of it. I mentioned in my post that the girls were saying that this kind of reminded them of Silk Santal as well, you guys. So for me, now that I have the fragrance and I've tested it on skin, I can honestly say when it opens up, it's more like Valaya, but when it dries down, you do catch the whiffs of like the Silk Santal base. Some people say it's like Deja Vu White Flower as well. That is a fragrance I've never tried from Kayali. I never got my hands on it. I've never even had the desire to test it, but I hear that it's quite similar to Silk Santal as well. So yeah, if that's what I make of it, I feel like this is a play on the Valaya DNA. It's not exact, but it's very similar, quite similar. I find it very hard that anyone would think that it's not, but to each their own. I picked up that DNA in here, but it's definitely not the same. It's not as beast mode as Valaya is. Crazy beast mode. It's crazy strong. It's a little sharp as well. And I think that they have smoothed it out in this DNA. They have taken out the parts that people probably dislike in Valaya. They've heard that feedback and they obviously perfected that DNA in the way that people who probably wouldn't like it in that, they like this. That's my thoughts. Those are my thoughts. That's how I feel. So I do like this. If I was to ever want the Valaya DNA, I probably would get this because it's different enough that I don't have to smell just like my mom. But honestly, in passing, in a whiff, people are going to think you're wearing Valaya. That's just my thoughts, right? But it does have that little play on it that's got that little bit of DNA from Silk Santal, so that's nice as well, at least if you like that scent. But yeah, I like this, and I can't say I could upgrade maybe one day, but it's not pressing right now because, again, I smell that DNA so much, y'all. I could literally go without smelling it like ever. I don't know if I'll ever be comfortable wearing it. But yeah. So yeah, that's that. I do have it. Again, I have it put up, but I just wanted to show you guys the... Actually, I lied, girl. I got it right here. So yeah, I do have it, and let's spray it. Yeah, girl. Girl, anybody who got Valaya who sit there and say that this does not smell anywhere near it, because I've seen that on Fragrantica, girl. Okay. I ain't going back and forth. So yeah, I picked that up. In addition to that, I did decide to pick up Freedom Musk collection, complete collection in the Discovery layering set. I tried these in the store. This was perfect for me. There was nothing more that I needed. I did not need them in all of those bottles, even though I think it's really nice that they have those like that. I wish other brands had them like that, like Fleur just did with those little bottles. I love that idea, especially because they're sprayers. I wish they all would do it, especially Ellis Brooklyn. I wish they would do it. Can you close mommy door too? But nevertheless, yeah, I got the set, and I just want to talk to you guys about one, because I was going to do a full video breaking down how I feel about them all. But I'm going to tell you the one that I didn't, in this video, I'm just going to tell you my quick thoughts. None of them are for me. I'll accept one. I like the two. Well, I like 2 out of the 4. Freedom Musk Bouquet is very mature smelling, and it's like white floral. It almost reminded me of a more floral version of Musk 12. Y'all know I picked up Musk 12 and decluttered it earlier this year. The next fragrance is Musk Santal, which I know I got that in a small one. I would upgrade. I just don't need it right now. Then we have Musk Matcha. I'm going to tell y'all now, Musk Matcha is the one that they didn't have in the store for me to test, so I could never give you guys my thoughts on it. But to me, it is the most interesting and the one that I like the absolute most. And then there's Freedom Musk Latte. And that's the one that I think has been compared to Coffee Break by Replica. And in the dry down, I can absolutely get that. Yeah, it's really no need for me to even give you guys my thoughts on these because I just did. That's literally how I feel. I've tested those Musk Latte and Musk Matcha on 2 different hands side by side one day. Yeah, definitely in the dry down, it's giving remnants of Coffee Break. Y'all know I have that. Let me know if y'all want a video dedicated to that, but otherwise I'm probably not, because yeah, I missed the window of opportunity when it comes to getting views on that. Nobody's gonna watch it. But then Freedom Musk Matcha, I'm gonna spray that real quick because I don't mind spraying it and smelling it. Y'all, it is the most interesting to me, and I'm gonna tell you something, and I don't know if other people feel this way. When Freedom Musk Matcha first opens, it reminds me of Princess. Also reminds me a little bit of like Commodity Milk. If Princess and Commodity Milk had a baby and Princess was less tea heavy, that's kind of what this reminds me of. And I'm gonna tell you, Y'all, I like this 1,000 times more than Princess. Y'all know I don't really like Princess. Matter of fact, the dupe that they have for Princess, I like that a lot better than Princess because it's a lot less matcha heavy. Well, in this case, I think if you had that and you mixed it with a little bit of like commodity milk, but not as potent, it would have you in the same realm to me with this. Definitely a nutty, like maybe even oatmeal type of vibe. I really enjoy this, guys. This I would like to get in the size that I got, the Mustang Tall, one of those little bottles, the travel bottles. I'm going to get that in that size. I don't know if they came out in a bigger bottle, if I would get that or not. I'm not sure, but I would definitely like to get it. But I definitely want to get it in one of those little 10 meals because that would be perfect for me. Just enough to try and sniff at every now and again. But it's the most interesting to me out of that. So yeah, I picked up that. Real quick, guys, I just wanted to show you that I actually did end up going and picking this up at the last fragrance event, savings event that they had at Sephora. And guys, I loved this when it was in the sample set that I had. But girl, when I picked this up and brought it home, no ma'am, no ma'am. It got really earthy and vegetal, and it smelled more like the name. It definitely gave matcha, and I did not like it. I even was picking up a note that kind of reminded me of like licorice. Don't know where that was coming from, but yeah, this is going back to the store like today. So I just wanted to let you guys know I did end up picking that up because I did like it. Actually, it was the most interesting to me. But yeah, that just goes to show sometimes you got to really spend some time with the fragrance. Sometimes those sample sizes aren't enough and you really need to get your hands on the actual fragrance and spend some time with it. You win some, you lose some. This one didn't work, so it's going back. All right, back to the video. Also from Sephora. And guys, because I do have more, there's going to be a part 2 to this because I have more that hasn't even arrived yet. So there'll be a part 2, but this is part 1. So I also wanted to let you know, I loved Dead Cool Mochi Milk so much, sis. I immediately had to pick it up. You guys, this went on sale. I actually didn't pick this up at Sephora. I picked this up at E-Discounters, I think it's called, or E-something. I will put it up there for you guys. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I picked this up from there. They had some really good sales on some fragrances, you guys. A bunch of them, like everything was on sale. And yeah, I picked this up. I got Mochi Milk in the bigger one because I had to immediately buy it, guys. I love that scent. I mean, it is everything, and it reminds me of something. I can't wait to give you guys a full in detail review. I will do that coming up. So just make sure you subscribe and you like the video. All right. So in addition, I also picked up some more fragrances. I picked up Clean Reserve's Whipped Cherry, guys. And this was also from the Sephora haul. You guys, I picked this up in the set that they had for $50 where you could get this and the travel. So I have this and the travel, and look at the dent. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to pick this up. So let me tell you something. What's funny is I had this. I got this in a travel last year, the end of last year around this time. And I said that it reminded me of Cloud Pink and it was unnecessary and I wasn't going to buy it. It still does. It still smells like that to me. Not going to go back and forth. That's how it smells to me. With some cherry. The cherry is medicinal to me, and the cherry is bright. It's not like a lost cherry, but it's very much giving a bright, medicinal, almost metallic-y cherry, and pineapple. I think sometimes pineapple can give off that metallic note too, but yeah, it's definitely giving cherry and pineapple in the opening. To me, as it dries, the cherry subsides and the pineapple is dialed down as well, and you're left with Cloud Pink. Very Baccarat-esque type of vibe. It doesn't smell like exactly Baccarat 540, but if you know the DNA, you know it. It's giving very much cloud. Okay, so that's what it smells like. And believe it or not, y'all, I am really coming around to the Baccarat DNA. I mean, it only took me a couple of years. I'm starting to like a lot of the scents that I passed on because they had that DNA. I didn't like them. Now I'm coming around to them. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this. And because I'm going through this one so fast, probably going to get the bigger size with the last 20% off of the year, the Fragrance for All sale. So yeah. Expect to see this around. I think I will be picking this up. Still staying with Sephora, you guys. I picked up some new scents that are completely new to me. They are from Nest. I picked up Nest Madagascar Vanilla and Nest Creme de Clementine. They were both on sale for the Sephora sale, and I, of course, got 20% off as well on top of that. You guys, these were around like 60 bucks, I think. I wanted this when it first came out. You did not hear a lot about this on YouTube when it came out. I feel like I only saw like one person talk about it. I never even seen a review. This is the perfume now to the oil that is super viral that y'all love, and it smells just like it. So I went ahead and picked that up. Never had the oil, but I just wanted the perfume. And then this is Nest Creme de Clementine. Guys, I'm gonna get so much wear out of this. Notice both of these have dents. Everything I have bought has dents. That's how you know the love is real over here, okay? Everything I have bought has dents. Creme de Clementine smells like the most realistic orange creamsicle I have ever had. All the other orange creamsicles pale in comparison to this one. This is the most authentic. I said what I said. It's giving very much Flintstones, push up pop. Okay, 90s kid, hello, here you go. And I love it. It's so inviting and bright and zesty and creamy. It's giving just that, orange creamsicle. There is some woodiness in the base. I think it has like blonde woods here, but I like it enough to get it, and I'm so happy I got it on a discount. This doesn't have the best lasting power. I love these bottles though, and I love the artwork, but for $60, it was worth it for me. That said, I just want to throw this in there real quick. They are coming out with a Santa Barbara one. I think it's even available now. Don't be surprised if I end up with like the travel size. I might get the travel of that because I think it's strawberry, but I remember smelling that oil in store and liking it and wanting to get it. But now that they have it in a spray, sis, I might have to get that and add it to the collection. So, but I'm probably going to start off with a travel. I'm going to run to Sephora today and we're going to see. So don't be surprised if you see that in my collection because I would love to have the trio. But yeah, love these down. Pick those up. Here goes my mochi milk, guys, from Dead Cool. I wish I had my, I'm going to see if I got the travel in here because y'all, I just picked this up. But the travel got a dent. Here goes my Cirque du Soleil too. That even got a dent. I only had this a couple days. Girl, when I tell y'all I've been living in summer in these cold months here. All right, speaking of which, I have one more fragrance, I think, from Sephora. And I think this is the last one. I think this is the last one that came from Sephora, you guys. I picked this up after finishing this bottle this year. I picked this up last year, at the end of last year around this time. And I love this down, y'all. This is one of, like, this is literally a part of my top 10 for life at this point. Like, I'm never going to not have this in my collection, period. Love this fragrance down. I wore it like crazy this summer. And yeah, she's a staple. Like, she has to be there. And it's none other than Ellis Brooklyn's Miami Nectar. Sis, when I tell you I start to buy a backup of this because I love it that much. And listen, I just got this at the 20% off sale. Look at the dent. And it's winter. Because y'all, I need something to take me away because it's too cold here. Like, so when it's warm and toasty in the house, I know everybody is all about their gourmands and their vanillas, but sis, take me away. I'm in Florida, okay? That's where I'm at. I love this. It is pineapple, coconut, driftwood, some moss. Y'all, it is the most beautiful, slightly unisex leaning, but I love this fragrance. I love it down. It's so refreshing, so bright and uplifting. I just love it. Anytime I want to pick me up, this is what I'm going for. I love it down. I absolutely adore it. I don't care. I will always buy it. It doesn't have the best lasting power. It's decent, but it's cool. When in the dead heat of the summer, ain't nobody worried about that. You started off smelling good. It is what it is. It's going to mix with your sweat, and it is what it is. Love it down. And the last fragrance that I picked up, you guys, this is not, well, not the last, but I picked up another. That is one that I repurchased that I actually finished this year, and that is Skylar's Boardwalk Delight. You guys, I picked this up from Nordstrom, had a sale. Everything I got for the most part was around like 60 bucks. So everything was on sale. But I picked this up and it's so funny to me. This I got from Nordstrom. The other one that I had from Skylar. And y'all, this is just so much better of a presentation. The top comes off as it should. It sprays out beautifully. Ooh, love that. But do y'all remember the issues that I had with the last bottle that I picked up from Skylar? They literally had to send me replacements because it was coming apart. It sprayed funny. It was leaking. It's just so crazy because, and this sprays out so much better. Yeah, just, I thought that was interesting. But yeah, picked that up, a staple for the summertime. I wasn't sure if I was going to pick this up again, but when I saw it on sale, there it goes. It was my sign. So yeah, I picked that up and I'm very happy about that purchase. Here's the packaging for that. I told you guys I'm starting to get back into that like Baccarat DNA. So I picked up 3 scents during the Black Friday haul from Dosier, and I wanted to share those. 2 of which are repurchases. So I've had these, well, actually, 1 of which is a repurchase. I've had that before and I stand by it. I wanted to share that. And then I have 2 that are new to me. So all of these were like 40% off. So I got really good sales on them. The first one is Ambery Cherry. You guys know I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I recently picked up Time for a Lost Cherry finally this year. And I must say, you guys, I had the feel. I wanted this again. Like, even though I had that, I still wanted this. And this is literally a spot on dupe. I'm going to be honest. This is better, I have to say. I don't have gripes with Lost Cherry, but for whatever reason, since I've had it, it seems quite medicinal. More medicinal than I remember it being when I would test it in store, but maybe just because I'm used to this. Y'all, the projection is crazy on this one. Longevity is amazing, and it is just so powerful, and it's a little bit goes a long way. I just wore it the other day to a holiday party. I have been loving this down, and I highly recommend it over Lost Cherry. I recommend that you bypass it and just try this. It's so worth it. This is typically like $50 or $49 retail, but I got it half off, so I'm pretty sure it was around like 24 bucks. So yeah, Dosier and Ambery Cherry, I highly recommend. And I decided to try 2 new ones because what better a time when they're half off. They're $49, I think, as well. All of the like higher end niche impression fragrances are around that mark. And this one is Ambery Saffron. So that is the Baccarat dupe. I think I'm going to pick up Baccarat next year, y'all. But this has the notes of saffron, orange blossom, jasmine plum, cedarwood, oak moss fir, balsam, and amber. And to me, it smells incredibly close. That's what I got. So yeah, I've been enjoying that, and notice the dent. Okay. Also, I just got this one. Notice the dent. And then the last one I want you to see the dent for. This is Musky Violet. You guys, this is Dosier's impression of Byredo's Mojave Ghost. And you know, I've talked about Mojave Ghost in another video. I've only ever sampled that fragrance. I had like a small sample of it, but I never owned the actual fragrance like in a travel or anything. I just had like a small sample from Scent Split. And I remember thinking it smelled incredibly close to like the daisies and the Marc Jacob daisies and the Chanel Otandra. I still feel that way. Y'all, I recently pulled from my Chanel Otandra and I just don't love it the way I used to. Something about that fragrance is off to me. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know what it is, but something's off. Nevertheless, I tried this and it just further co-signs my initial thoughts. They are quite similar. But for whatever reason, I love this impression of it. It's very potent, and I like this better than Chanel. Something about this a bit more to it. It's more full-bodied, and I don't know what that is, but I like it more. It's just more, it's pleasant. I like it way better. So I think there's a possibility that Mojave Ghost, there's a bottle in my future. We shall see. We'll see if I feel like it's worth it. Otherwise, I'm gonna just stick with this Musky Violet. I want to show you that. So this is part 1 of my haul. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm just getting back into the groove of things, so just give me some time to get myself reacquainted with YouTube and the whole process of filming and everything. Sorry for any background noise that you guys may have experienced, but yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next video. I will have part 2 coming up soon. Until then, and I also have a Middle Eastern perfume haul, so yeah, we got tea coming. Hope you guys enjoyed. You guys make sure that you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Leave your girl a comment down below. What did you pick up at the Sephora sale, and what Black Friday deals and steals did you take advantage of? Until next time, y'all make sure you always look good and smell good. And sis, make sure you do it on a budget. Bye.